Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ, bless Bishop Nathaniel here. I hope y'all looking at the craziness going on out there at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. Now, they said some stuff is popping off in Georgia, too. Listen, Israel, now is not the time to fall out this truth. Now is not the time to become unfaithful. Let me show you something was going on according to the scriptures. 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm just going to read just a couple of verses. It reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." And y'all know we've been doing that for quite some time. "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Verse 3, "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." So all these men and women that left this truth, and now they're speaking against it. I'm talking about the black Hebrew Israelites too. Those are traitors. I'm telling you, don't fear the imaginations of them. Threats, name calling, slandering. They're just like the SPLC. Be mindful of those evil, evil spirits. But they ain't nothing compared to what's about to pop off here. I'm telling y'all straight. Listen, when you keep reading, it says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." So these men and women that left, they were unfaithful from the beginning. Now they're getting in Clubhouse with their little Chinese faces, some of them running around, "Oh, I want to say something." Listen, those spirits are unfaithful. Stay away from them. Shun them. That's all. I can just warn you, Israel. That's all I can do. Okay? Now listen. "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction." Sword, famine, death, and destruction. Sword, famine, death, and destruction. He's warning us, Israel. The Lord is warning us. Now is the time to get in, strengthen our prayer life. How about that? Strengthen our prayer life. Let me read on. "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." Now, what's going on out there in Washington? What's going on out there in Washington, D.C.? Let's see if your preachers can prophesy what's happening. Let's see if they can reveal what's happening. Watch this. Jump on down. It says, verse 15. It said, I'll start at 14. "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men." There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. "And they shall not regard their kings nor princes." Yeah, everybody's waiting for Trump to send out a tweet. Tweet, Trump, tweet something. "Stop this, Trump, stop this." Listen, that little tweet he sent out, man, Trump know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. Y'all, listen. And listen, let me tell you this. Although I think only one person died thus far. One person so far. Once people see the visuals that they can easily take over the state capitol with no repercussions, they're going to do it again on a bigger and greater scale. Fact. Let me check it out again. "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." There's going to come a time when they create roadblocks, blocking city access. So you cannot go from city to city. We saw just a little bit of it, but it ain't get to the scale this is talking about. It says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled." For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. Now we're seeing trouble in the city. Washington, Georgia, other places as well. It says, "The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." Famine, economic upheaval, there's going to be a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Just take a look at what happened at the state capitol in Washington, D.C. Just take a look.
Or is that still up in the air? Well, the Democrats are naming a specific time, which, as you say, Joe, is about a half an hour from now. What we don't have is a matching statement from the Republican members of either the Senate or the House just yet. So obviously the Democrats are dominant in the House and soon will be in the Senate. Technically, they're not tonight, though. And look, if you're asking, do I think it will happen? Yes, I think there's enough of a groundswell of opinion that says they must complete this task for it to happen. The only caveats on that will be security and the willingness of Republicans, all of them really, to participate. Mike Pence, we understand, is determined to go back and fulfil his role as presiding officer, a chairman role, if you like, when that resumes. And look, I think we should proceed on the assumption that that will be in 30 odd minutes from now until we hear otherwise.
And you would have to assume that that would form an unreconcilable split between Donald Trump and Mike Pence, that Mike Pence is showing this determination to get back in there and get this done despite everything.
I think that's a very fair interpretation. So this man has been very, very loyal through fair wind and foul. He's had to put up with a lot. A long-suffering vice president is Mike Pence, but I'm pretty sure if you look at statements Donald Trump has made and then statements that Mike Pence has made, two of them stand out today, I'm pretty sure we can say that bridge is burnt because Donald Trump set up this day as a test for Mike Pence. Would he effectively take...
And y'all know if that was us, we'd be hella dead, shot up, we'd be on the ground, finished. They climbing the Capitol and all that, okay, being violent, knocking the hell out of Homeland Security and the police. Listen, this kingdom is not for you and I, Israel. It's not for us. Because y'all know daggone well that if that was us, we all be dead. This is about white supremacy, white power. That's all it is. That's what this whole system was created for and about, okay? Y'all know I like to keep these impromptu videos nice and short. Now look, back to 2 Ezra 15:24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. In fact, that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. So Israel, be mindful and let's stay faithful to this truth. Okay? Unyielding. Okay? And be ever mindful. Stay around those who you know to keep the commandments. Those men and women that left this truth and they say they're still in the truth, stay the hell away from them. I'm telling you, warning, because destruction is coming in various forms, whether it's sword, famine. What did it say? Sword, famine, death, and destruction. Be mindful, Israel. That's all I could do is remind you of the scriptures. All right, Israel, I must wrap with y'all later. Lord's while I see y'all this Sabbath. Most High in Christ bless you all. Shalom.